What's up guys, we're here and for this car camping vlog, we'll be camping at
BOA!
We're kicking things off right here, packing up all the gear we need for the weekend. If you haven't seen the Outfitting the Bed series, this accessory right here is called the Mammoth Bed Slide. It makes loading and unloading way easier. Once everything's packed, we're off to meet our friends. First up, Prince and JL. What's up bro? Morning!
Let's go!
Then we're heading to Manila to pick up Viens. After that, we'll link up with the rest of the gang at Shelly B along Marcos Highway. After a quick breakfast and some good laps, we hit the road to Camp BOA.
Mang, goods na?
All good, brother.
Alright, Camp BOA, let's go!
If you remember, this is pretty much the same crew who camped and got stormed at Camp Treville last year. Though this time, Patty and Vlad couldn't join us. But Kings 44 will be catching up with us later on. Camp BOA sits stuck between the mountains of Sierra Madre, bordered by the Lanatin River. To get there, you'll need to cross the river twice, which can be a bit tricky if you're running a 4x2 and during the rainy season. After cruising along Santa Ines Road for a few minutes, we have reached the first river crossing.
Oh, JL, ito na yung first river crossing. Redemption Arc na ba to?
Ilang tayo ngayon, walang magagalitan.
Let's see!
If you remember, 2 years ago during Jack Episode's first Sarap Buhay camping trip, JL got stuck right here on this first crossing after trying a detour to avoid a stuck tamaraw. Constant heavy rains poured months earlier, changing the Lanatin River's landscape quite a bit. So I went ahead first to find a safe line for the rest of the crew.
Wait lang guys,
With a steep incline exit on the first path, I directed them to a smoother line with a gradual incline up the bank.
Yeah.
Not too far ahead is the last river crossing at Tinucan. Thankfully, no dramas this time. Everyone made it across safe and sound.
Kamusta river crossing natin? Walang ano?
Tayo ngayon mababa ang tubig.
Walang sitwasyon? Kamusta river crossing?
Ayos naman, safe,
Ayos.
safe.
Ay, compared sa Trovail?
Mas malalim dun kasi naulan nun eh. Ang tuhod yun eh. Oh, dipit,
Walo yun. Tanong namin natin yung kasama natin dito. What do you do for living? Kamusta river crossing?
Basic!
Compared sa Trovail?
Trovail? Ang dami
kasi sa Trovail.
So maganda naman yung panahon ngayon.
Oh, maganda.
So sana bukas hindi tayo maaga gigising tas lilig.
Wala naman siguro.
Alright, let's go!
Let's go, bro.
And finally, we have arrived at our home for the weekend. No one ran into any issues earlier, but now, Prince has a bit of a situation. We forgot to tell him that there's no data signal out here, and he needs to update his fiancée.
Sige, atras pa.
We'll be back. Hanap lang kami. Babe, if you're watching this, wait.
Wait!
Ito na po. Wait, mag-update ako.
Potato na pala to.
Hanap lang kami signal.
So off he goes to find a piece of Wi-Fi spot just outside the campsite. For now, it's time to set up camp. After setting up camp, Prince came back.
Ano nangyari?
So guys, para makaulit ka, kailangan nyo magpaalam. Kailangan nyo mag-update. Kahit malayo yung internet.
O, saan ka nakaabot? Saan ka umabot?
Dun sa may arko.
Arko?
Okay, update check. Nandito na kami, babe. So, mag-set up na kami.
Tapos na ako mag-transfer.
Alright, so we're done setting up and having our lunch. So of course, just a quick setup tour here at the camp. We have the Grand Tourer and the Adventure Kings 270 freestanding awning and Mammoth shower awning. Of course, the bush deck canopy with all of the accessories like the ammo box holder, the mini kitchen. We installed lights, dual battery setup, and the bed slide. Of course, Meng with the Adventure King side awning and Ango 4 underneath. JL and Prince setup, Ango 3 and pop-up tent under the nature height girder tarp. And of course, Peds and Kim's setup, Ango 3. And they're already having fun in the river. And yeah, this is the most solid spot according to everyone, the Camp B, because you have direct access to the river and CR is not that far. And by the way, we also have Overland Kings rig neighbor. Hello, if you have watched this vlog. Yeah, and time to take a bath or swim in the river. So I already changed to my swimming shorts using the shower awning because I'm too lazy to go to the CR. All right, let's go.
Bakit? Ha? Umihi na ako dun. Dapat nalungkot ako eh. Take two.
Dapat malungkot pala tayo.
Ay, malungkot na kasi yung dalawa dyan.
Rodrigo. Mamaya makampas ko sa inyo.
A few moments later, Kings 44 finally arrived.
Kanina pa kami nag-radyo, akala namin. Kaya pala.
May semento? Yung may semento.
Naligaw pa ako, pre.
Bakit ako naligaw?
Walang size yung bawal sa labas.
Baka yung sa Paway. Oo, yung Paway. Dumiretso ka.
Tandaan ko na, na bago mag-river crossing. Kasi mahay pag tawid na doon.
Oo.
Tapos, nakaligis ako.
Oo, kakanan niya.
Na lang kami sa lokal.
Eto, spot nyo.
Oo. Buong unin nyo, lagay nyo.
Sakupin nyo na yan.
After cooling off with a dip in the river, we wandered along the river and passed by La Parisukat, the spot where the very first Sarap Buhay camping was held. Good old times indeed.
Ayaw, hindi mo nakabutan yung yun.
It was Kim's birthday recently, so we surprised her with a cake just like last year.
Muna natin. 369 invited na Ate Grace. Hindi ba? Pantay yan.
After dinner, we gathered around the bonfire. To get it started, we used AWNING that came from Baguio Mountain Mine. With the fire going, it was time to relax and enjoy the rest of the night swapping stories under the stars.
Hindi ba tayo tayo ng arte?
Iba naman. Dapat Valentine's special, ganun yung background.
So just a quick campsite tour. So this is Riverside A of Camp BOA. So the area is up until there. So in front of Lucas, then in front of Jairo, that is in front of Jairo, and then Jim's area. And of course, every camping spot here in Camp BOA has a gazebo. And of course, Riverside A has a lot of trees. So there's a lot of shade here, especially during the afternoon where it gets hot. And of course, bonfire area. Also, each of the camping spot has a bonfire area or bonfire pit. And Riverside A has the most beautiful access to the river. Because on Riverside B, it's very rocky. So imagine that it's like that on this spot. And there's a lot of fence. So there's a fence going all around the spot in Riverside B. And there's a swing. All of the camping spot has also a swing, a tire swing. And as you have seen earlier or yesterday, La Presocot is just right over there. So best spot, Riverside A. And then the CR, toilet, shower, and sink is right at the center of the three camping spots. So Acacia is right over there and Riverside B. And then there's a secluded camping spot, which is the ridge on top of there, on the other side of the river. So that's Riverside A. It has its own gazebo as well. And then the ridge right over there. So here's the shower area and toilet area, as well as the sink. So this is where you wash your dishes, do your facial care routine or hand washing. And for the toilet, you got 4 sets here. You have light, a faucet, and a bidet. So it has good water supply and pressure. And here's the shower area. So it's an open top. You have your shower right there, a faucet, a stuff to put your soap and shampoo. And here's a dry area where you hang your towel, your dry clothes, and etc. On the other set of shower, it has a bench where you could put your stuff on. And of course, light. So it's like Harvest Hills but less naturey. So here's the Acacia area. So you have your own fire pit as mentioned earlier, own swing, So yeah, it's a vast or like wide area with grass, unlike with Riverside A where it's pretty much just dirt or mud if it's raining.
Now it's time to pack up and head home. We truly had a great time here at Camp BOA. It's easily one of our most relaxing camps, a true redemption from our Quadra del Panlayan experience. We can definitely say this is one of the best, if not the best campsite here in Tanay, Rizal. And that wraps up our Camp BOA experience. See you on the next off-grid adventure.